not working today. It's really not going, so I think I'm gonna try to wrap this up a little faster than originally intended. Is Finnegan here? Finnegan. We're trying to build a full setup with camera, lenses, and all the support gear for less than $7,000. We're going with the Blackmagic Pocket 4K, SLR Magic Compact 40, because it's dirt cheap and I feel it's a better performer than the SLR Anamorphic 50. And we're going with 3 Meike cinema lenses for MFT, which give us nice focal lengths when considering the crop factor of the Blackmagic Pocket. And they should be good even without the Anamorphic. So this is a versatile setup. We're at just $3,000 now. And I have some taxes to pay. But we have to figure out how to power this camera. We have to figure out how to monitor things. And that's what we are going to do. So for monitoring, I think we picked a budget way too large. I think this budget is just too much money for this. Let's power out a V-Lock shape. And I want something, I think a good shoulder rig is a good way to go for anything, pretty much. So we need something that gives us a V-Lock. Our cat is trying to eat some plastic, so I can hear him munching on it. Here we go. Here's a setup, or a shoulder rig, and what is this? D-Box camera pattern. Blackmagic. Well, there's so many things to consider when buying a kit. I'm gonna go with a Tilta cage with all of the accessories. Because what's the point in stressing over I'm missing a handle on the top of the camera? So I'm gonna go for this. And this is gonna mount on top of something like this. It looks kind of old school. Any thoughts? Bye, Panasonic. You're gone. And there's an advanced module. Oh, here we go. Tilta gray. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna want a base plate for rods. And Tilta gray and tactical gray. Apparently there's different types of gray for Tilta. Good to know. And yeah, let's add this in. We gotta get some 15 mil rods. Tilts. Single rod, 2 rods, a pair, 12 inches. Guys, I'm scared for my internet, honestly. I don't think this is gonna go very well for much longer. So I'm concerned about compromising and going on making a bunch of choices for speed as opposed to what's best for our budget. I'm worried about expanding on the ideas and then having the internet crash again and just have inconclusive thoughts. By the way, if you're still here, thank you very much for hanging out. And hit like, hit subscribe. Let's just try to make it across this adventure.
We're looking pretty good right now in terms of stream quality. We haven't dropped any frames since our third try here.
All right. Arjun, I don't think I am buying this for real. It's just a theoretical rig. All of these lenses can go. I don't need a new camera, and I don't have $7,000 to spend. So it's more of an exercise in budgeting than a rig that I'm gonna buy actually for myself. Yeah, only real ones come back after the stream crashes, especially so many times. I'm actually considering this shape thing, but $500 is kind of expensive. Shoulder rig, 15 millimeters. And a small rig combate. Where's my scrolling? This looks good. I mean, this looks like it can take a beating. And it already has the 15 mil base plate. So let's add this instead of the shape. Shape is $500. This is 200. We're gonna go for 200 instead of 5. Let's just be a little cheaper. And we have to find something to mount our V-locks and get V-locks and figure out how to power the pocket with a V-lock battery, which is something that I do not know how. This actually, well, 6 reviews and they're pretty bad. Let's see what's up with this. Reviews. Wow, half and half. Good for me and looks great, lots of mounting. No, the port didn't work. Kind of a big deal. Good product, didn't work. Port didn't work. Oh well, 2 reviews are from the same guy. And the V-mount batteries do not fit. Yeah, that's kind of a deal breaker, right? That's the whole reason we want this, so bye. No. Let's find something that goes on our rig. Andy Cini. 6 reviews, also doing a little better. Arjun is saying that I should do this while I'm shopping for anamorphics on eBay, and definitely. I'm just a little concerned because I'm gonna bash so many things and point out so many issues that people are unaware of, and I'm concerned sellers would get upset. And B&H won't get upset. I'm not bashing anything here, so. What are options? Anybody there has a Pocket 4K? How do you power it? What's your choice? Let's see the reviews for this. 1 star. Very untrustworthy. The battery lost connection. Any connected devices lost power. Wow. This bad review is pretty bad. So, no, let's not do it. Somebody asked why B&H only, and I don't want to be jumping through 17 different websites to order parts, and B&H has a wide variety of options, so we're trying this out. If it's really not working, just let me know, and we'll get better for the next one. V-lock, 15 millimeters. Let's see what other options we have. Everything has such bad reviews. Or no reviews, which is even more concerning. Which one do I use? I use something that's like Camvate or Camvate, however you pronounce that.
Camvate sounds way cooler.
Camvate, it is then. V-lock 15, V-lock mount, sure. And wow, there's so many parts to choose. Oh god. Come on. All of these accessories, I want something simpler. Camcorder battery mounting plates. That sounds very specific. This is a thing, this is a thing. Huh. Special order though. This one has good reviews. It has a little clamp thing, which I don't love. But we're getting a... Does this come with a bunch of spare batteries? Felix is asking if there's a red P version of the Gallius 40. Yes, there is. They're hard to come by, but yes. The Jupiter 9 is harder. V-lock mounting plate. Da -da 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 -da. What does this image mean? This has a bunch of D-taps out, which is kind of my main goal here. It has a USB out. It mounts straight onto a frame. And I'm just gonna say this is decent. I'm gonna add it. Now I'm gonna quickly check Blackmagic Pocket 4K power V-lock power battery. Oh, here we go. There's an adapter for it already. DC cable pack. Okay. Lots of options. I see D-tap here. This is gonna be the one. And let's check how our cart is doing. We need some V-lock batteries, but so far we got a camera. Here's our, nope. We got a camera, some lenses, a cage. We got an anamorphic. We got base plate for tripods, some rods that I don't need anymore. I'm gonna get rid of them. Goodbye, rods, remove. We have a shoulder rig, a V-lock support, and power from D-taps. So now we need some V-lock batteries. Battery. And V-locks are expensive, but they last so long. Indie Pro Tools. What's the point of having batteries if you don't have a charger, right? So for the price that I'm looking at here, and the reviews look good, just the charger costs $2,000. That's a pass. Well, this is a kit for the Pocket 4K, so let's take a look at that. This looks like what we want. How does this charge? Power both your camera and accessories. More details, tell me more. Maximum power draw of 12 amperes. 12 amps. Okay, how does this get charged? Because I see there's a power plug here, which I think it's for charging the battery. I just never seen this before. Like this. Well. Oh, and this goes into the Blackmagic, I guess. This little tip here. Okay. It gives us one battery though. No. I'm gonna go for this with the charger and 2 batteries because it gives us the option to change. And now we got batteries. Let's look for a monitor. And I'm gonna go with Faka. Wow, that was the most random search. They don't have 4K monitors in B&H. What a surprise, actually. But since this is a shoulder rig, we should look for a small monitor. So let's do 5-inch monitor. And see our options here. We don't need external recording because we can do that in the Blackmagic. And we need something with high brightness. Felix asking about iron glass adapters. I have 2 videos about iron glass. One about their modified lenses and the other one about the rehoused Gelius 44. The vintage lenses for video edition, and you can check those out. They're really nice, guys. I didn't know they did custom mods including the red P though. So best view, never heard of it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a big fan of small HD. But let's see what's 3000 nits. Well, small HD. 350? No, not 350. Small HD. Focus, base HDMI on camera monitor. Reviews are not great. SDI monitor kit. So we need something that's HDMI actually. 1000 nits, Kevin is saying, for the Shinobi. And I don't know if 1000 is bright enough for daylight viewing. I'm thinking at least 2000. Let's look up. So these are all, like, small HD is great when they're on sale. When they're not on sale, they're hardly affordable. Let's try SWIT. Do they have SWIT on B&H? They do. SWIT monitor. Here we go. Look at that. 3000 nits. 7 inches. 7 inches is a little heavy for what we're doing. Yeah, the Shinobi has 1000 nits. Kevin, have you used this Shinobi with 1000 and it's good for daylight? That's my only concern. Like, there's nothing worse than going out on a shoot and being like, I can't see the monitor. And 2K is only one stop brighter than 1K. In daylight it works, but 2 or 2.5 is noticeably nicer. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking, Lucas. So these are all 9 inches, which are big. Let's go with the 7 inch. How do we power this? NP batteries, huh? How else do we power this? Here we go. The DC in 11 to 17 volts. So let's add this here to the cart. And now we gotta get NP, no, D-tap to, can I just put in the voltage? Let's try 17 volts. 17.7 inches, 12 volts. Yeah. 8.4, so this would be too weak. 12 votes. Should be good. I'm gonna go with this first one because it looks pretty legit. I'm gonna add it to our cart. And now we can power our monitor also from the V-Lock battery. We're running so many D-taps out of this that we need a splitter for sure. So here we go. A splitter. These things are always cheap. I've only ever had one splitter die on me. This one attaches to the rails. Tempting, I gotta say, but it also requires you to disassemble the whole rig if you want to move it. So I'm just going to stick with Velcro for the time being. So this is going to go away. Let's see how our cart is doing. What are we missing? We need an HDMI cable. We need power. We need a follow focus unit, an HDMI cable, and some media so the Blackmagic can record on. So let's check those things out. Follow focus, I'm gonna just... How's our budget before I jump in more? 4,800, so we have 22 left. Tilta nucleus N. This is the tiny nucleus, the nano. It's so cheap. I've been using it for more than a year now, and I'm pretty happy with it as long as you get this cable. If you don't have this, heavier lenses will have a hard time. So we're gonna add this, get the Tilta Nano, and get this D-tap to USB, because it doesn't reduce the voltage of the USB port. Like the Nano's torque is determined by the voltage of the USB port. And if you feed it a regular USB, the voltage is too low and the motor is too weak. This was like a deal breaker when I got it, because I was on the verge of selling the Nano and just saying, this doesn't work. It does not do what I need. So we got this as our follow focus. It can also probably trigger the camera to record. Control Blackmagic. Will it work? Will it do it? Maybe not. I know I can do it for the Sony and the Panasonic, but I guess they don't have it for the Blackmagic. Let's see what people are saying. Port keys. Yeah, port keys is a good one. I'm just not very familiar with it. I read really good things, but it doesn't have... What is it that it doesn't have? Can't remember. Let's check the price. So we'll do that. Oh, there's a flip screen mod for the Pocket. And an SSD case. That seems useful. Let's look into it, because I think we're not gonna want to record into media. Yeah, so that's... Wow, this is wild. Okay, so we're gonna need a hard drive. Oh, so this is still not available. Great, we're gonna add it to our cart anyway. The Nano 6 for electronic focus lenses. Not wrong. You need hard stops. The lenses that we're picking have hard stops, so that's gonna work. And that's our goal for now. NVMe SSD. And this is our media, 1 terabyte. Is 1 terabyte enough? How much is the data rate for the Blackmagic Pocket 4K? Bit rate. GCI 4K follows 544 megabits per second. So this, they could have given me a calculator, right? I'm gonna have to do it by hand. So if we shoot this at the stupidest resolution, it's this divided by 8. Yeah, oh, okay, it's right here, 544 megabytes per second. So 544 megabytes per second, we have 1,000, nope, 1 gigabyte, 10 gigabytes. Nope. How are we? So 1,000 gigabytes. And a gigabyte gives me 2 seconds? That doesn't sound right. Well, they only have 1 terabyte here. So 179. Crucial. This is our cheapest option here. Let's go with 2 of these. So we can swap them in the field if we need. VFX for filmmakers asking about special rings for the Nano. My solution has always been to print 3D print rings for lenses that don't have gears. The ones that we picked have gears, and you can probably 3D print them for the SLR Magic Compact. So you can get away with that. So we got our media, we got our screen, our flip screen, connection to media. What else do we need? Blake, what am I missing?
I'm not sure.
Let's look into our cart if there's anything obviously missing here. Am I missing something, guys? Oh no, my internet is very slow again. Oh, we're back. Okay. So we have media, connection to media, flip screen, follow focus, split for batteries. This is gonna power the monitor. This is gonna power everything. We're powering everything out of Vlogs HDMI cable. Thank you. Yes, that's what we're missing. It's gonna power the camera, and all of this goes together. Okay, so yeah, we're missing an HDMI cable. Let's go to the Blackmagic Pocket and see what HDMI comes out of it. Specs. Oh wait, no, it's not here. It's in this Tilta thing that we just added. This guy. What is our HDMI out? All right, it's a full-size HDMI. Gotta love that. ND filter is also a good call. HDMI, I like short cables, so let's try 1 foot cable. And of course they have the tiny ones. I just want a full-size mini, 1.5 feet, half a meter. Yeah, I guess 1.5 feet is what's gonna do it. I have a very short one from my Panasonic that I love, but it might be a little too short. Here, 12 inches. Like, this is a foot, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems a little short. I'm gonna get 1.5 feet just for safety. And we also need some ND filters. Hyper thin, yep. Let's look at our prices here. 256, 26. They're all a little bit longer than what I wanted, but the prices aren't bad. You know what? I'm gonna be safe and get this cable that is a little bit longer in case I need to put the camera in an awkward position and move the monitor away. So I'm gonna remove this out. Take out, bye. And we are at 5,600 now. So we gotta get some ND filters. For that, I'm also a big fan of the SLR Magic, actually. Variable NDs. So let's go straight for them, SLR Magic. And there's a budget option here for 89 bucks, but we're not doing bad. We can afford this, and I'm gonna go for a safer, more versatile 77 mil ND ring, ND filter, because this way we can mount it onto our spherical lenses, and we can also put it in front of the anamorphic if we want to, so that's it. We're also missing step rings to make all of those connections. So we definitely need a 52 to 77 mil step up ring. Nope, that's not the right thing. It's 77 to 52 mil step down ring. Is this it? Yes. So this ring is gonna go between our lens, our spherical lenses, and the anamorphot. So we're gonna just straight up add this. And then I have to figure out what's the front of the anamorphot so we can get a step up ring back to 77 in case we want to use the ND here. So specs, but yeah, 62. So we go 62 to 77 millimeters step up ring. Marcus Johnson, yes, this is a camera build video, hopefully. Hopefully we'll get to something. Sensei. So this is twice the price only because it has the name Pro on it. No. We're saving those $5. We'll put it elsewhere. What else do we need? I would say diopters and do some diopters. 77 mil diopters. Oh, it's close-ups. This worked. We have SLR magic options, but these are a bit too strong. 1.8 is a bit too strong. And I want something that is a little more versatile, so we're gonna get this kit that goes from +1 to +10. Probably ever gonna use the +1 if we really need some close range focusing capabilities. So we're gonna get this. This is more of a, we're getting to like the fancy extras part now. So let's look at what we got here. I wish I followed some sort of logic in getting this stuff so I could just go like, look at this. This is the camera. This is the lenses, instead of going up and down all of the time. So right now we're at 5780, giving us what, 2200 left to wrap this up. I don't think we need a Pro Mist because the Anamorphot's gonna do the job. Quick recap, we're going with the Blackmagic Pocket 4K camera, and we're rigging it up with a Tilta cage as well as a Tilta base plate for when we're doing tripod shots. We need a tripod. We're also modding it with Tilta's flip screen and support for SSDs. We got a couple of SSDs for media, and then we are putting all of this on a shoulder rig by Cam Vate. That's how we decided to say it. And the shoulder rig is gonna carry a V-Lock battery, also supported by Cam Vate. And we got 2 batteries so we can quickly swap them out on set without having to wait for one to charge. And then we got a bunch of D-taps to power everything. A D-tap splitter, D-tap for the monitor, which is a SWIT, super bright, because we want to shoot full sun, and D-tap for the camera, D-tap for our follow focus, which is a Tilta Nucleus Nano, and I think that's where we're at. And an HDMI cable, connect the camera to the monitor for de-squeezing, an ND, a variable ND, some step rings to connect taking lenses and anamorphics, and anamorphics back to variable NDs and diopters. We still have some money left, so let's figure out something interesting to do here. We can splurge it all into lens wipes or gaffer tape or some random thing. But let's see what we can get that's actually useful. And I'm gonna say something that gives us wireless transmitting, so we can not have to be tethered to Video Village. Wireless HDMI. If you're here, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I see there's 24 of us and only 8 likes. I know this is like the 3rd stream because we crashed twice. Our internet is refusing to be cooperative, so please help. Send help. The first things that pop up are Holy Land, Mars 300, Mars 400. I'm actually working on a review for the 400S here. I was shooting some footage this morning, and it should be up on the channel pretty soon. So I like it. I'm really digging this thing. But it's a bit more expensive here. Let's see if this one allows me to use my phone. It provides outputs. Okay, so no. Well, the fun thing about the S version is that you can connect your phone, or anyone can connect their phones to the transmitter. So you can have a bunch of people watching stuff on their phones instead of having to go over to Video Village. And in the name of social distancing, I'm going to commit to this. It's a little bit pricier than the budget version, the 300, but it's also like a fraction of Teradek. Never heard of this. ICANN, it's not bad for this price. We got some money left, so let's try that. Let's try sticking with Holy Land for now.
I think we're frozen
on the screen. Oh yeah, we are frozen on the screen. I guess I'm talking a bunch and pointing out stuff and you guys are not seeing it. Let me redo this quickly. Can I hang the screen sharing and come back? Or is it gonna be weird?
You can stop it.
Oh, mine is working here. I mean, I don't know why it's not showing in OBS.
No, I just turned it off in OBS, but I'm getting loading screen on Discord.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna reconnect then.
Okay.
1 second, guys. More technical problems. And share application window, this one. Any better?
Still loading.
Very interesting. Yeah, I read some good stuff about this ICANN transmitter. I'm just picking the Holy Land because connecting your phone is really nice, and they give you a lot of options for monitoring on your phone. They give like focus peaking zebras and crops, histogram, waveforms, magnifying, which is awesome. So that's what I'm going for. Prismism. Yes, I'm using VLOX for power. I'm powering everything out of VLOX. And I guess I only need one more of those VLOC cables that I had. Oh, I was looking at a small HT cable. Where's my cart?
Can you hang up on Discord?
Yes, I can hang up on Discord.
And we'll try again.
Okay. And
mute yourself.
I thought I did. I did. Okay, is it back?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, we are back again. So we need some more DTAPs for this guy. Let's see the power that it takes, so we can get some more cable. 3G power. Okay, 11 and 6. So we need a chill DTAP to 11 watts. Nope. 65 bucks? No. I know they're here. Oh, it gave me the wrong thing. 12, no, how many volts is this? Oh, 6 to 16. So I guess I can use the same one that I already have. I'm just gonna get some more DTAP cables. A bag. A bag's a great idea. So all of this can go in. Where's our DTAPs? So this gives us 12 volts. I'm just gonna step this up to 3 so we can power all of our transmitters and receivers and whatnot. And yes, cheap tripods are also crap. I see we're gonna have some tough choices here. We can look into a slider, we can look into a bag, and we can look into a tripod. I feel maybe we can get 2 out of those 3 things, considering we have the $500 left. Yeah, I'm thinking a tripod might be better to rent. No. Tripod. Well, not bad. I think this is gonna be all of our money, and we're not gonna have money to carry this stuff in a bag. Okay. What is good here? It's like $1,000 in a tripod. I never spent $1,000 in a tripod. What is this? Looks way too cheap to be proper. Theoretically, this has everything, but would you guys risk buying something cheaper because it does everything that you expect? And then, oh well, considering the reviews, 98 reviews, I'm going to commit. I'm gonna give E-Image a shot and get this tripod that seems sturdy. It's 75mm bowl, and I'm gonna add this in. So we're gonna have like $500, no, $250 for a camera bag or a slider. Let's see how much is a slider. $300. So maybe we can get a slider. A motorized slider. How fancy are we getting? Cheap heads can't adjust counterbalance. Good point there. Considering we're heavier on the back because of all the V-Lock batteries, I'm gonna commit to this for now, but it's definitely something to look into, like a dovetail base plate that we can slide back and forth. There you go. Small mirrorless rigs work perfectly. Thanks, Kevin. It's good to know. Now we have to choose between a slider and a camera bag. How much is a camera bag? Let's try to do both. A good camera bag's not cheap. That's a thing. This is gonna be too small. It's gonna be too small, too small, too small, too small. This might fit. Fits video cameras. Okay, well, we can say it's a video camera, I guess. It's a cube. Pelican cases, yeah, that's the way. I like Nanook better than Pelican because they're Canadian. Nanook cases. But then we have to measure everything. You know what? For the sake of making this not take forever, we're gonna go with a slider. And then we just carry the camera built, just all put together. And that's gonna be transportation. Give it to the first AC and just roll with it. Slider. We're back. Oh, there's a tab for it. Okay. 250. There's number 1 seller. GVM professional video carbon slider motorized. The motorized aspect of it is very appealing. Okay, I guess this is... Putting our camera setup on top of this is going to be a little annoying though. Considering everything is powering off V-Locks and this is more of like a smaller camera setup, I don't know if it's gonna work out very well. How's our budget? View card. So if the slide's belt driven, they slip. Yeah, no, the slider's not gonna be able to put up with our project. We are at 6,700. I'm not taking into account the tax. I'm assuming that I am in the States, otherwise I'd have to drop down 700 bucks here. Syrup has nice sliders. I've used their motorized heads a couple of times. Really, really fun and easy to use the app. Instead of having a tiny controller, you can use an app on I had an iPad at the time. It was fun. I almost bought one for myself. But I think this is it. I think this is where we're at. Like, we got a good tripod, got great camera, excellent image quality. It has an anamorphic mode. We're committed to an anamorphic lens. Got a bunch of cine prime lenses that we can work with, step rings to connect everything, ND filters for shooting and not stopping down, diopters for close range, and we even got this fancy wireless transmitting. Just to be extra fancy, we have a monitor, we have wireless follow focus. That is also unnecessary, but for this price, why not? And everything is powered through V-Locks and D-taps. I think this is it. Any pressing questions? Any disagreements with this plan? Yeah, it's a big build. Lots and lots of items in here. In Canadian, this would be 10 grand.
Did you get an arm for the monitor?
I didn't get an arm for the monitor. Let's get an arm. That's where our money's gonna go. I always buy the cheapest arms and they break within 2 weeks. So let's find an arm that is not bearing based. I want something that is like 2 sections without camera bracket. What is this? Small rig. Who has really good arms? Yeah, Noga arms. Prismism. Yeah, we got a Anamorphic 40 compact from SLR Magic. That's the one that we're getting. This looks very pricey, but at the same time, I bet it can. 9-degree 15mm rod clamps instead of arms. I've worked with that a handful of times, but they always like end up slipping on the rods. So I'm gonna try and do an arm. Oh, there we go. We can blow up the whole budget in this infinity arm. 300 bucks. Let's I'm just gonna go back up here and I'm gonna get this small rig one. 18 bucks. Sure, let's do it. So now we got a Noga arm for the monitor, and we might need like little bits and pieces that I don't know if I would. They probably have it at B&H, but I don't know how to search for them. Looking in the store would be easier, or on Deal Extreme. So we got an arm, and I thought of something that we had forgotten. A cart would be good. I'd love to charge someone 200 bucks per hour to get my money back. A matte box. Yes, that was in line with what I was thinking. Not a matte box per se, but a French flag. We already have our solution for filters, and French flags are pretty neat. This is the one. This stuff is excellent for dealing with pesky flares that are not adding to our anamorphic characters. So I'm adding this, and I'm betting I'm very close to the limit here. Like this goes on the cage, and you can just articulate it and block specific light from random directions instead of adding a lot of weight to the setup. For filters, we're using a step-up ring, so we're stepping from the 62 front of the Anamorphic to 77 and going with a variable ND and diopters. I don't think we need anything else than that. Yes, these flags look very ugly, but they work better than, like in terms of weight and price, they work better than anything else out there. It's shocking, I know. Steven's asking about Isco Ultra HDs. I do not know the difference between the 2.1 and 2.4. I'm gonna look into it, but I do not know out of the top of my head. So now we got 30 things in this cart, and we're gonna do this. Yeah, okay, 6,800, not bad. And now we have to pay shipping. How is it that it's free? It was free before, but now I added so much stuff to it that I actually have to pay 10 bucks in shipping. Shocking. Okay. But yeah, I think now we're covered. We got everything. We're not missing any key elements. This is how you go from being, I want to start a film company, but I have nothing, to going on set tomorrow with a giant box of B&H items. That's where we are. I think that's it for today. Well, as possible upgrades, like a speed booster for the camera and some EF lenses, but that's not the kind of stuff that I would get now. I would just start shooting with this and then upgrade later. Yeah, backup hard drives, all of the extra, more like production oriented material I'm gonna set aside for this, like all of the logistics. This is like, I have a camera rig that works and I can shoot with it well. Lots of lighting to go in, but that's it. I think this is it. Thanks for sticking till the end, although the internet didn't help very much. Before you go, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and if you haven't clicked like, please also do that. Thank you very much. You would have to get your money back, but not necessarily at $100 per hour. Set a day rate, set a rate for bringing on the equipment, and honestly speaking, 7K is not that much to recover with rentals if you're shooting on a constant basis. But yeah. Yeah. Love this last minute question. Tutorial for the Series EF mount. My Series is right here. So if we're gonna convert this to EF mount, we're gonna cut the lens like about here, which is just short of the focus ring, and we're gonna completely rip off the aperture and everything that sits behind it, which means can't be done. So that was the tutorial. You got it. That's it, guys. I think that's it. I'm gonna go and prepare for some grilling. It's rainy outside. There's still a lot to go on this day. I'll see you again next week for some more streaming. We still don't know what we're doing next week, but we'll figure it out. So thanks for hanging out, and we'll talk soon.
All right, we're done.